Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of go through my process of just getting a butt rubbed down. And obviously there's a bunch of different, methods of doing this. And so a lot of it's just trial by error. So this is this right here is a 12-pound butt. Thing is massive, obviously. I mean, look at this guy. This is the biggest one I've actually ever bought before. Normally do like 6 or 7 pound butts, but my local store had these on sale for like $1.50 a pound, so it was kind of a no-brainer. So today is Thursday, and I'm going to be basically smoking this thing tomorrow night. So starting this tomorrow, Friday night around like 10 or 11 o'clock, and basically looking to have this done like Saturday, kind of late afternoon. So again, there's various different ways to approach this. This is just kind of the way I have found to be the best way to do it. Several of my buddies kind of do it the same way, but again, I'm open to hear what you guys have to say. So I had this thing frozen because I bought it about a week ago, so it's pretty much 100% thawed out. Might need a little bit more, but it definitely can be rubbed down now. So this is actually a 2-gallon Ziploc bag. The thing was so big that I had to get a 2-gallon bag. I mean, the thing is massive. So basically what I do is we'll go ahead and get this guy out of here. I mean, look at that thing. That's just ridiculous. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the, kind of the mustard method, where you basically just cover the whole thing down with mustard. I actually didn't do that at first, and then a buddy of mine kind of recommended it to me, and I don't fully understand it, but I know that kind of slathering the whole thing down in mustard kind of locks the rub in. And what's really neat about it is when you smoke it, the mustard flavor basically just completely goes away. I mean, you literally won't taste any mustard flavoring in it. So I'm sure somebody could explain to you, the process behind that, about why that happens. I don't, I've read a little bit about it. I don't really understand it all, but I'm just going to kind of walk you through like what I do. We've definitely tried several different methods. I think this works the best. So, get a big old bottle, just dirt cheap mustard. It definitely doesn't need anything nice or anything like that. Doesn't really take a whole lot. So I just kind of dump this. I mean, I just washed my hands before starting this video. So just kind of, get it all dumped out like this, and get pretty crazy with it. Just kind of get it all up in there, and there's no exact science to it. So I just kind of, and you want to get the fat side too. So I just kind of, cover it the best I can. I've used a lot of mustard. I've used not as much. So like obviously, like right now, I'm not using a ton. What's important is just trying to get, a good base on it like this. So I'm gonna wash my hands off real quick. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, this is one of the rubs that I made. This is a very standard rub. Paprika, cayenne, black pepper, some salt, some sugar, couple other things, very standard. I'll post this on the website. There's various different rubs, but generally speaking, a lot of the rubs that you're going to find have those main ingredients in it. For butts, normally you're doing like just kind of like regular white sugar or turbinado sugar. This has turbinado in it. This rub actually has a little bit more paprika and ground black pepper in it. So it's a little bit spicier. I've had some people kind of say on this rub that, you know, maybe the end product was a little bit too spicy. So you can either go a little bit lighter on it, or you can just try something else. But I think it's really good. So basically what I do is, you know, you can use kind of like a tray. You can use a tray like this, or if you have like a kind of a deep pan to try to catch some of the excess. So I just kind of take it, and with the rub, I think you'll probably hear from most people, you want to be pretty liberal with it, and you know, go pretty thick with it. So I just kind of cover it pretty good, try to, you know, have a good base coat on it. This, like I said, I mean, look at this thing. I mean, this thing is huge. So just gonna get this edge now. And again, this is the fat cap, but you still want to go ahead and cover the whole thing with it. And what I found is you really can't go wrong with putting too much on a butt like this. I do a lot of baby back ribs, and I've kind of found if you do too much rub on like baby backs, you kind of overpower just like the taste of the meat. So I tend to not go as heavy on like baby backs, but generally speaking, like with butts or briskets, I go pretty thick on it. And again, I mean, you gotta keep in mind this thing's gonna be cooking for like, you know, anywhere between like 12 and 15 hours. A big guy like this, probably about 15 hours, because I'll probably be doing it about 225 degrees. So you just want to cover this thing as good as you can. Definitely make sure to be hitting all four sides. You can see now it's starting to get pretty thick in here, and the bone is actually right here. This big piece right here is the bone. That's just going to fall out when this thing is done cooking. But you want to kind of zoom up a little bit. You can see like how thick that is. You can see the sugar on the outside there. Really, really thick coat. That mustard is just locking it in. It smells really good. And so what I do now, let me just kind of wash my hands off real quick. There's kind of various different methods to store this thing from this point forward. I could just put it back in this bag, but what I generally like to do, just so I have a little bit more room, is I'll take a really cheap garbage bag. These are just dirt cheap garbage bags, really thin, and I just throw this whole thing in there and tie a big knot, and then we're just going to throw it in the fridge, and it'll sit in there until tomorrow night. And I'll basically take it out, and about 45 minutes to an hour before I'm ready to throw it on the smoker tomorrow night. So this guy's just going to sit in this bag in the fridge until tomorrow night. So a solid, it's like 8:45 at night right now, and this thing's just going to sit in the fridge till tomorrow night. So that's it. So basically that's kind of a quick recap, is just making sure it's good and thawed out, and covering the whole guy with mustard. Picking out your favorite rub. Definitely try to make it homemade if you can. It's pretty easy to do. It's cheaper than buying pre-made rubs and things like that. And we'll pick up tomorrow when I get the smoker cranked up. So that's it.